small, it can be huge. New York to Huntsville. It doesn't matter if you have music in your place, it's valuable. Music creates jobs, we heard that next. Music creates economic output. Music creates music tourism, because it really helps to have this objective view to see what's out there, what are the challenges that you're facing, what are the assets, and then really develop a plan to do this, an action plan and recommendations for the city.
But we own several public venues such that maybe we can, through policies that they will recommend, make it more equitable for people to hold an event on a city venue public space such that the artists can get paid more.
We'll do a place scraping of all the music ecosystem here in Huntsville, and after that we'll do an economic impact analysis, and after that we'll come up, as Katy said, with a recommendation plan, an action plan.
Music is the first language of the world, the most universal language the world's ever known, more universal than English. Amazing. The wonderful thing about music is it allows us to, these guys that really do this well, in a 3-minute song, they do a 90-minute movie. It's got a beginning, middle, and the end, and you remember something like, Sweet Home Alabama. Who doesn't know that? What a powerful piece of communication coming out for your state, and I think you even adopted it for tourism. There's no telling how many dollars that simple song has brought to your state and how much that's pulled people together. So I'm a huge believer in this idea that music is the #1 language, the most universal language. I believe it's transformative. I believe it brings people together. We have all kinds of evidence that with all of the social problems we have in this world, if you look at the progress that we've had with civil rights, right at the heart of it, at the beginning of bringing us together, was the music.
So I've been in the music industry in Huntsville for, me and my business partner, Corey, for 20 years. And I hear a lot of artists talk about when are we gonna get paid, when are we gonna get paid. So I'm gonna just speak about hip hop artists. So in anything, you have to build a demand. Just because this isn't a business of participation. You don't get participation awards in the music industry. So let me just start there. As you're putting money into your career, doesn't mean that the consumer has to come and support you. That's just the way this thing works. So people always ask me, what do I get paid from the music industry? Have I got checks? Well, yes I have. I got a song on Grand Theft Auto that's on 90 million copies across the world right now. But I take pride in that I created that in Huntsville. So it's hard to understand that today there are more artists than there are fans. The access to recording is more than it was 25 years ago. When I was listening to hip hop, I never thought to do music. I want to be like Mike because a basketball was more accessible than Pro Tools. Now everybody has access to recording on their iPhone, they can shoot videos, you have constant consumption of content on Instagram and social media, so everybody feels entitled when it comes to being a musician. But what about being a music teacher? Stand up, Mario. You had the lady speak about what's going on in the African American community. Mario has a school, Baylor Conservatory. That's how he's making money as a musician in this changing culture of Huntsville, Alabama. Corey Parham, we sold records with T.I., Rick Ross, but as the changing dynamic of the music industry changed, we had to change with it. So what do? We invested in property overseas. We took that mantra of Huntsville being an international city and a DIY city, and we took that on our own, and now we're bringing people like yourselves with just a little bit of that money and expanding you and your craft to an audience that's probably that stream on the other side that's in Europe, to where you can pick up more tours, go to Berlin, go to Barcelona and tour, because the world is a lot smaller now. Yeah. We doing Landskrona, Sweden. Every artist that comes over there makes their money back and be able to sell merch. So that's happened 100% across the board. So my thing is, we have to be realistic with this thing. The city isn't a bank, sound diplomacy isn't a bank, you're not a bank, but we have to be realistic with this thing. Really realistic. Just because you're producing music doesn't mean people, not these people here, the consumer, that's who you need to blame. Those people that get that $15 a month Spotify subscription, blame them. Don't blame the people that's trying to help. That's my time, man.